Hey guys, Ellie and Megan here. Today, we're obviously in the car. You can probably hear a cage rattling in the back, and as you might have guessed, it's because we're on our way to acquire not one, but 2 new babies for the sanctuary. Now, they're not actual babies. I mean, all of our animals are our babies, but these are already grown up, right?
Yeah, they're mature.
Yeah, they're mature. And it's kind of, it's unfortunate. It's sad, the circumstances in which why we have to get these 2 babies. So I guess there's no point in beating around the bush.
It requires an explanation.
Yeah, we might as well just talk about it. So a few people have started noticing in the videos, and it's been about 2 weeks now that Jack, our male peacock, has been seen in, y'all know that Jack and Diane would go around the farm all over Morrow Hill, and pretty much in everybody's videos you would see both of them. But recently, for the past 2 weeks or so, people have only seen Jack and not Diane in the videos. And some people have been asking, like, is Diane okay? I haven't seen her in a while. And, you know, where's Diane? I see Jack, he seems lonely and stuff like that. Well, I hate to have to tell you guys, but unfortunately, Diane passed away a few days ago. Basically, dating back to 2 weeks ago, she just disappeared one day, and we hadn't seen her for at least 8 days. It might have been more, but I looked back on my security cameras just through all the days.
In 2 miles, turn left onto SH 105.
She'd been missing for between 1 and 2 weeks. And so me and Meg assumed that, I don't know, I hope Predator didn't get her or whatever. I hope she didn't wander off too far from home.
Just flew off, I don't know.
Get into danger.
But Jack wasn't acting weird. That's now that we know what happened, Jack wasn't acting weird in those days before she actually passed.
Yeah.
In the days where we thought she was just lost.
We thought it was another Pablo case, like where who knows where she went. Let's just hope that I doubt she found another mate, but let's just hope that she's hiding somewhere, she's safe. Let's hope that nothing actually happened. But maybe she got by a predator, maybe she's dead or something like that is what we had assumed for about a week. And then a few days ago, one day we went outside and I saw Meg, and she was like, oh my gosh, I saw her from across the pasture. I was feeding hay to the goats, and I seen her on the other side where the birds are, and she like reacted like she was mortified by something.
I mean, it was traumatizing. It wasn't, I say traumatizing because when you expect one thing and you've come to terms, you had closure with, okay, this animal flew away or something. I don't know what happened, but I had closure with where I thought she was. And then when I found her, I was traumatized. And it wasn't even just that was traumatizing. It was Jack was right there. And we can talk about that more in a minute, but I think you deserve to know what happened. But Jack was what traumatized me. I was beyond upset.
And so I didn't know what it was. I assumed that something had died, but I didn't know what it was, so I went over there to see what was going on, and we found Diane laying there, and she was dead. She'd been dead for not a super long while. We went back and looked on the security cameras, wondering what the heck happened. We haven't seen her for a week.
Like, where was she?
We haven't seen her for over a week, 8 days at minimum. And the next thing you know, we find her lying dead, kind of by where Cornholio and the other birds are eating and stuff like that. And we went back on our security cameras and looked.
Go past these lights, then at the next set, turn left onto SH 105.
Accident. We turn left right here.
Past this light. Sorry, guys.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You'll go up and then turn left there.
Yeah. We looked on our security cameras, and what we saw was that Diane was involved in a horrible farm accident. There's no point in going into detail as to what happened, but
turn left.
Us because we didn't know anything about it. But
and it doesn't matter who did it. It doesn't matter how it happened.
It was a complete accident. It was just kind of a fluky thing.
It wouldn't have been expected. It couldn't have been expected. We honestly thought she was gone.
Yeah, like I said, everybody thought that she'd been gone for who knows how long. But that's not the point. The point is that she passed, and
I can tell. Let me give some comfort, because you said a horrible farm accident. Yes, horrible in the sense that it's just awful whenever an animal passes. but it was not horrible as in she was suffering.
She passed instantaneously.
It was very quick. It wasn't.
In about 3 miles, turn right onto SH 105
There were no
loop.
predators. Let me put it that way. A farm accident does not mean predators, because if it was predators, you know, we would be dealing with a whole other host of things. But it was just a farm accident, and it happens, and we just add new kind of implementations of being careful to avoid that. Even though it might not have been us, it's everybody who's around the area knows that this is something we do now, you know? So it's awful. It's the last thing we wanted.
No, but it's life. And so you can't help that those kind of flukes happen, but you can learn from them and make sure that they, right here?
No, straight.
You can make sure that those kind of things don't happen again. And so that's what we're going to make sure to do. But anyways, I guess the saddest part was, of course, that, but also after it happened, I saw Jack, we both heard him like squawking, making like a really distressed, sad noise kind of near where her body was, because we disposed of her in a respectful way.
Yeah, so when I take care of the bodies, because it's a little bit of closure for me. I'm not going to talk about what I do. It's a very personal thing to me of how I do it. And so I do always put them in a bag first before I do anything. I can say that. And when I put her in the bag, he started squawking, and I think after I took care of the body, there were still some feathers on the ground, and he was all fluffed up and like trying to, like, he was stomping his feet on the ground and stuff. It was just awful, beyond awful.
Yeah, your heart breaks for him. It was the saddest little noise that he was making.
It was so sad. It was heartbreaking. He seems like
at the next lights, turn right.
Yeah, he's been hanging out with Ziggy a lot, hanging out with Cornholio, and so he's been making it by finding other friends. But we don't want him to have to, you know, be scrapping by or whatever. We want him to thrive and prosper. And so I know that Diane would want him to be happy and would want him to live a rewarding and fulfilling life. And so the best way that I think we can help him do that is by getting him some girls. And we thought that maybe we could do him one better instead of getting...
At the lights, turn right onto SH 105 loop.
So I did research. They can have multiple. It's when you have multiple males that you kind of run into a problem. You're going to turn right up here.
That's how it is with pretty much all birds. It seems like it's a common theme.
And so realistically, they only need one, but we're going to get two. And now you're turning right here. This isn't a rescue thing. I do feel like y'all deserve to understand the disclosure that we are buying these birds. It's not a rescue scenario. These birds are very well taken care of. They are a part of they were a part of a breeding program, and they are breeding
in about 1.5 miles. Turn left onto Farm to Market Road 1725.
And so we're getting 2 mature hens. We've gotten a really great deal on them because, you know, if you can get 2, they'll cut you a price. And so
we went for a rescue at first, but
you can't find a rescue. You can't. I searched. I'm in so many peacock groups right now on Facebook just because of it. You can't find rescues. You can't. It just doesn't.
At the next lights, turn left.
It doesn't work like that. It says in 1 mile, 0.9. I don't know where you're turning. I'm sure it will become clear.
Yeah.
So I guess that's it. We're going to pick them up. I'm not quite sure what colors we're getting yet.
You don't know which colors we're getting?
I know what colors we're getting, but I don't. I know what colors we're getting. I think we're getting a blue.
I thought we were getting that white one, that beautiful.
No. That's the male.
Dang it.
The female.
At the lights, turn left onto Farm to Market Road 1725.
Possible inquiries that I forget which one's which.
Yeah,
But all I know is that no matter how they look, they're going to be beautiful in our hearts.
So I think we're getting a blue split white. So if they do breed, we could possibly get a white. I don't know. I know one's split. I figure when we get there, we'll be
for about 20 miles. Continue straight on.
I think I'm not quite sure. I just know that I told him that the white was beautiful, and he's like, oh, the all-white girl comes with an all-white male. And I was like, yeah, I don't need another male, because I reached out to him. I'm like, look, my peacock just lost his hen, and I need a girl. And he's like, no, I've got so many right now. And he's been really nice, and was like, yeah, come out whenever. And so going out we are.
Yep. Not the shortest drive in the world, but it's all right. It's worth it. And whenever we see Jack's face, his reaction, it'll be well.
It'll make it worth it. Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be great. And yeah, I'm sorry that we have to be the bearer of bad news. We took time to kind of process it ourselves, because it was awful. That was a pretty awful day.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you have anything else to say?
No, that's basically it. We're on the way, and we're excited to just see how this whole thing goes down.
All right, guys. We'll see you hopefully with some peacocks.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is real exciting. We showed up, we arrived, we got 2 beautiful peacocks. Why don't you show them off for the audience first, Lovey, and then I'll talk a little bit, or we'll talk a little bit about them.
So there's 2 back there. Neither of them are the same color as Diane, which is actually kind of crazy. That was kind of a on-the-fly decision. Diane, I believe, she has a lot of green on her, had a lot of green on her neck. I can't remember what he called that one, but that's okay. That's kind of good. You can't see the second one's face. They're really beautiful, y'all. Like, they're beautiful birds. They're doing a lot of poopies, which we're gonna have to clean, which also stinks, by the way. So, okay, I guess.
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember the names that well. They don't really matter.
Okay, hold on. We've got a bronze is her color, but then she's got a split white, which means she has the pure white gene in her. It's like a recessive gene. It's a recessive gene, meaning both parents have to have it, and it's a 25% chance of getting it. It's kind of like blue eyes if you do the very, very basic. It's a 25% chance.
Anyways, there was a white one. It was like all white. It was beautiful, and I was like, I want that one. And the guy goes, no, that one's not for sale, unfortunately. And I was like, dang it. And then I was like, wait, but those 2 are kind of white. They're a little bit brown too, bronze and split white, I think is what he called them. And so I was saying, do any of them have a chance of having white offspring? And he was like, yeah, actually the bronze one has about a 25% chance of
her babies,
of her offspring being white. And then the other one, the one that's actually, what's the other one called? The one in the back? I don't remember, but the other one.
I think it's a black shoulder.
Black shoulder, something like that.
Meaning it's got black on its. I don't know.
It's ironic because that one actually.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
The irony is that one actually has a little bit more white on it right now, but that one, its offspring won't be white, but there's a chance that the offspring's offspring, the grandchildren, if you will, could be white. And so I was thinking, you know what? And actually with the bronze also, there's like 4 different types it could come out as. There's like black shoulder, it could come out white, it could come out like Diane looks, because Jack's blue. And so I was thinking, you know what, why don't we just get that one, because there's no point in getting another Diane look-alike, because the babies could end up looking like Diane anyways. And so we made it out really, really well. I'm really, really excited, because there's a lot of diversity that we can have with these unique colors. And so Meg was just sitting there, just face palm and just shaking her head.
Okay, I was shaking my head because here's the thing. Me and the guy that we bought them from, we're on the same page. Here was the issue, okay? I was talking in color because it helped me see it, right? I understand that when he says split white, he means the gene, okay? I got that. And so he was calling it a split white, so Ellie understood. But I was calling it a bronze, so Ellie understood which color I was talking about. So I think Ellie thought we were talking about 4 different birds, but we were really just talking about the same bird the whole time.
I think you were also just shaking your head and face palming because I kept asking a bunch of different questions. You were just like, let's get 2 girls and let's get out of here.
Let's go.
And I was like, wait, hold on a minute. So wait, if this one breeds with this one, could the offspring be white? And he's like, no, but like you can do this and this and that. And then I was like, wait, but then if you do this and this, and then so May was just like, oh my goodness, Lovey, let's just take 2 and go home.
And it was knowing with what male we have, what we would get. So we've kind of decided, normally when we have birds, we have our chicken eggs, we either take them and eat them, or we don't let them hatch, is the point. We don't let them hatch. We take them away so we don't have an overpopulation. Same with duck eggs if we can catch them before they're developed. Peacocks, I know a lot of y'all are going to be like, they're mature, that means they can start laying, and y'all are going to have questions about like, oh, well, what are we going to do about that to make sure we don't have an overpopulation of these friends? Because that's not what we want.
No.
Could we have a few more? Yeah, I think we would love to have a little flock of peacocks. That'd be fine. We can sustain a few, but we don't want a lot.
Yeah, we could do, I would be fine with, 5 to 8, but not 50 or 60 or 70.
So I was thinking, and obviously we would only want to keep hens, so I need to learn how to sex them. But also, when they're chicks, I'm thinking about maybe when they get the eggs, I might hatch them and sell them, because I can, and I'm thinking that, I know selling isn't really a sanctuary thing, but this would be kind of like a side thing for us, or I might just give them away to people that might want them on my Facebook groups and stuff.
Yeah.
But we don't have any desire to keep a lot. If anybody in the family wants any, of course they can have first dibs,
Yeah.
That's totally fine. The only issue with that is we don't want them mixing with our flock and having 2 male fights,
I just want friendly baby. I want to get 1 white peacock, either the bronze one's children or that the other one's grandchildren. I just need to get 1, and then I need to raise it from the time it's a baby and get it to be friendly. That's really my only goal. That's what I really want. And for Jack to be happy, of course.
Which with birds, it's not hard. When they're born, they can imprint, and if you work with them, you have to work hard with birds. You can do it. And so I think this is going to be a really fun adventure. I'm excited to see how Jack reacts.
Yeah, me too. That'll be on Meg's video, you guys, made by Megan. And so, on YouTube and Facebook, so go check out her page, and there will be videos about Jack's reaction and all kinds of stuff.
So exciting. Do you have anything else to say?
Let's get a little bit of a final visual of the peacocks. I want people to be able to see them really well. The best we can, actually, while
I'm going to turn the camera around.
Okay.
So this one right here is the bronze one, which has the split white gene. Don't mind the poopy, don't worry, we'll clean it. And then I believe that's the black shoulder, if she is a black shoulder. They're just beautiful, y'all. They really are. They look very different than Diane did. I'm pretty sure they're mature. I'm pretty sure. They look a little smaller than Diane, maybe, but I'm gonna go check his Facebook page just again, or maybe I'll text the guy we got it from and just check how old they are, but I do believe they're mature, because I did message him. I was like, I need some mature hens, because, my guy lost his girl. But look at her. He said as she grows, she'll get a little bit of yellow on her face.
Jackson's not going to know what to do with himself now that he has
I know,
2.
he's going to have 2. He's not going to know what to do. And the good thing is, we were thinking, like, where are we going to put them? Like, do we put them in the stall? And then I thought, oh, wait, no. They can fly.
Maybe we put the cage down and let Jack sniff it for like a few minutes.
Yes, of course. I'm going to do that first, of course. That's first and foremost is you always you want to give a small introduction first before you do a soft launch, before a hard launch. But yeah, they're beautiful. Very high quality birds. Very high quality. These aren't like sickly birds or anything. I was impressed with every peacock he had. His actual males were beautiful.
They had like, I'm not even kidding, like 5-foot long tails.
They're older though.
I wanted one of those. Well, Jack won't have a 5-foot long tail, will he?
Yeah, he will. He's
really?
just young.
Really?
Yeah, he's young.
Oh.
As they get older, their tails grow. But yeah, they're beautiful. So we're gonna have to come up with names, y'all. So start here, leave name suggestions. They're beautiful. You'll have to see them in the sunlight to really see their looks.
If I can get a white one from a baby and raise it friendly, it'll be chrysanthemum.
Oh my gosh.
I love that.
There's that name. As soon as we can get some animal with that name out of the way, I'll be happy. We never have to use that name again. I'm kidding. I come up with the weirdest names all the time, so.
Terminus.
What?
Terminus.
Why?
I I don't know. If it's like really mean and ferocious and like terminates its enemies.
What happens if your only white comes out as a male?
Terminus.
But what happens if it comes out as a male? You can't have two males.
Bye-bye, Jack. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. No,
oh my gosh!
I'm kidding. No, that was me. I'm sorry.
Dark humor.
I was just kidding. No, we love Jack, but no, surely the male to female ratio wouldn't be that bad.
I don't know.
We need a white female then.
We do need a white female. That would be ideal.
I feel bad. I said that I love Jack.
We do. Kidding. If we didn't love Jack, we wouldn't
we
would not have drove. This is what, an hour and a half there and back is how much time?
3 hours in the car.
3 hours in the car, which neither of us are real happy about right now.
Yeah,
and the peacock poop stinks. It's probably our fault for not putting something on the underneath, but I messed up. To be fair, I messed up with the kennel. There was something with the kennel, a whole thing, but it's okay.
It's okay, we're good.
We're good. You have any final words?
Alrighty guys, well with all that said, I hope y'all enjoyed. As always, y'all be sure to let us know in the comments what kind of stuff you guys want to see. I hope you all have an incredibly blessed day. And as I always say, your boy Ellie out.